Good news, everyone.
No, not good news. Not good news. I confirmed via the footage and whatnot. The thing I was supposed to get was the dude's lucky dice. And I don't have his lucky dice. I don't have them at all. Not only do I not have them, I don't know where he is. Is that him? It might be him.
God be with you, Henry.
Do I have to sneak in here at nighttime or something, or... Hey guard, can't talk to you. Hey you, can't talk to you. Hey you, guy I arrested, come talk to me. Like Let's test something real quick. It's not too difficult, I was curious about that. He didn't notice, fascinatingly. Alright. It's almost nighttime, let's wait till it's later at night, maybe? So like if I wait till it's nighttime, maybe there's less guardship, and maybe even the prisoner will be asleep. Because I think I need to steal the lucky dice off his body. Unless they're just not on his body. It doesn't give me a ton to work with here. I don't know. Because the guy, the bandits are like, we need you to take if you were lucky, you can get the money off of him, but definitely get the dice off him to prove that he's dead. I don't have the dice. Doing things Radzig's way didn't give me the item I needed, and it doesn't make sense because I took the dude out. If the dice are on his body, why wouldn't I get them off his body while he was transporting him unconscious? Or why can't I ask Radzig for the dice for the operation? Like, it feels like the quest forgot the dice existed, which might be true. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Hi.
Hey, you!
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Surrender!
Everything's fine. It's a secret operation for Radzig.
You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
You don't understand. It's a secret operation for Radzig. I've been given a secret task.
Look, I can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in the balance between King Wenceslas and King Sigismund. High politics, you know? Not a peep to anyone.
Well, I thought, that is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course you may go.
Yay, it's a good thing I'm good at lying. Anyway. Damn it.
What? What the fuck are you doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Keep your
It's so
sticky
sneaky.
fingers to yourself.
Anyway, that's what I was going for. What? No, it was such a spook. What a coincidence.
So it's you. You were seen starting a brawl.
I was seen
This
attacking
definitely
you.
won't come cheap.
It's a secret task.
You're making a serious
Shit.
mistake. If only...
But that won't help.
Hey.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You paid for your crimes.
I couldn't knock him out? I need to break into this cell. Oh, the guy's not asleep yet? It's like midnight. Go to sleep. I don't think this strategy works. Let's see if I can just lockpick right in front of him without him noticing, because he didn't react immediately when I started lockpicking, but I did hit B quickly, to be fair. No, not you. No, buttons are wrong. Armor. Let's take all my clothes off, because it's making me noisy. And let's see if I get away with this or not. No way. Is it that dark over here? Or am I that quiet? He saw me that time. Do you see me right now? I don't think he does. He just looked away. It might be that I get the crouching chameleon.
I never.
Is it because I get the...
You?
Is it because I get the crouching chameleon perk whenever I'm
God?
crouching for a long time? Does he lose track of me? He lost track of me again, I think. Can I just do this? Novice Antonius. I was seen by a witness? I'm invisible.
Fuck off back to your mother's cunt. I'm done with you.
That's not nice.
In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray. He's forgotten he's not at the monastery anymore.
Fuck off back to your mother's cunt. I'm done with you.
Sure, but I want to pickpocket you. There we go. Now keep facing that way. What the fuck is that a key to? The key to the Sessau church? Is that what I just got? It looked like that color. What the fuck? He doesn't have the dice on him.
Hey!
Hey! Your prisoner's escaping. You blind man. I don't think this is gonna work. I think that you have to get the dice via the quest while it's happening, and then you're just fucked if they don't give it to you. So I might be fucked. We'll see. I'm rather frustrated by the fact that the game didn't give me the dice. Alright, let's pull the torch out before I get arrested. It doesn't... So I've looked into it, and if you let him escape, as a reward, he gives you the dice. So he had the dice on them when I attacked him. When I attacked him, he had the dice that I need in order to do the quest, but I didn't get the dice because I arrested him, and for some reason Henry didn't take them off his body, and I don't get the chance to take them off his body because the game just rips control out of my hands for no reason, fast forwards through time, teleports us to a different location, and now it's too late. Which is like, such a fuck you, because you can never, if a game does that kind of stuff, I know why they did it, it's because of like, how do I get this body across the world, with like how knockout time works and stuff like that. Like the game has to break its own rules for me to take a body across the world while it's unconscious and everything like that. But the fact that it makes it impossible to do the quest the first time around without like you'll get blindsided by secret reasons you're gonna fail, basically. It's infuriating. And the quest is even called "The Die is Cast" after the item I was supposed to get from the previous mission, and yet the game seems to not to actually take into account whether or not you got the dice, while still calling the quest "The Die is Cast," even though I don't have the dice. I didn't get the key off of him. That was, or maybe I did get the key off of him, but that's Sessau Marshes. I don't know. I'm genuinely unsure about where we are right now. But I guess I'll just give it a go. I guess we'll just give it a go and see how things turn out. You seem stuck. Excuse me. Alright, back to Sessau. The monastery and Ratai, the two towns that matter in this map. Hopefully there's still, there must be some kind of outcome. Like maybe I've auto-failed at this whole, like, joining their organization thing because I did what Radzig asked me to do. But fine, let's do that then. Is my stuff going? Oh, it is going down. For a second there, I thought the standing still nourishment and energy thing was applying to fast traveling, and I was going to be like, holy shit. That's a surprise. I have to meet there at nighttime, don't I? I don't know, you go there and you burn something, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's not necessarily nighttime. I hope not, because otherwise I'll have to wait for 24 hours, but I have that one perk though, so I can just wait for 24 hours. Or 18 hours. and my health won't my health stats won't change, so I'll be fine. Ah, right. We're not the swimming type, are we? I actually basically need to warp down here. There's a bridge across here. If I take the right path. Okay. Alright, you're stuck on something. I hope that bridge still works, or that it is a bridge after all. It looks weirdly sparse, like it might be something else. But I don't think I've visited it before. Oh, is it a levee? Or what is this? Oh, it's a destroyed bridge. But it's like you can get a horse to cross it.
Damn it, I wish I was
What?
able to swim.
It's not deep. But it's not deep. That's the... I'm taking it across the levee. Oh my god, is my horse inside the floor right now? I believe in you, Pebbles. How? You could clearly get across right here. Okay, so I can't take this path. So south side, I guess? Pebbles, are you alright? Pebbles, no. Pebbles, I believe in you. What am I looking at? Oh, my torch arm in that... Okay. They don't know they just don't know which way to point the camera every time I do fast travel. It's so weird. No need for that torch anymore. And now I'm just already on the right side of the river, so just keep going north-ish. Am I gonna have a nice, chill, middle-of-the-day meeting with some bandits, or are we gonna have a middle-of-the-night, like, low-light, wait-a-thon? Because I can do both. We should be nearing the location. There's the levee. Or whatever you want to call it. Not a levee, necessarily. Oops. That was the wrong button. This is a safe way to ride a horse. Everything's fine. Pebbles is just a goddamn champ.
Like the place they were talking about.
There, you just rest over there and graze or whatever after the attempted drowning I did to you.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
I didn't find anything unusual on him except for a lot of coin.
I'd say that's unusual for a monk, wouldn't you?
Well,
Have you got it on you?
What? What? It says 30K. It says 3K here, but it says 30K up there. What the fuck? Also, holy shit, he had a lot of money on him apparently that I didn't get a hold of. I mean, it's mine.
forget it. I put my neck on the block for that coin and I'm keeping it.
You what? That's not how we do things, boy. You don't question orders. Hand over that money.
God damn it.
All right.
Don't ever try anything like that on me again.
Sure. Here you are.
Well, I never. Honest to God, Groshen, what are you so glum about? You didn't think I'd let you keep it, did you? Here's your share for the work you did. Not a Groshen more.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't know it's the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. Show this to them. It's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
Go to Vranik and find out the foe's numbers and plans. There we go. Sir Radzig better fucking pay me. I had 8.7K. What? Do you even math, game? Do you even math? What the fuck? I had 8.7K, they asked for 3,000, but then said 30,000, and I lost 5,000, but then he gave me back more? So what did I lose originally before I gave some of it back? I have a completely irrelevant number that has nothing to do with any of the other numbers they said. What the fuck? Why was it asking for 30K in the prompt, and why did he take a different amount than what he asked for in the first place? That shouldn't be negotiable. It's not like I'm gonna take more of it now because you tried to stiff me. It's like, no, that'd be if it was paying out of pocket. But but the premise is that I'm lying to him and I'm giving him the money that was on the monk, so he can't like negotiate it up. It's literally the amount that was on the monk, period. And yet it went up from 3K to 5K after asking for 30K. And I'm like, how much was supposed to be on this monk? And why couldn't I lie and say less was on the monk? Why does this game have dialogue options and charisma checks and speech checks and all these dialogue skills if I'm not gonna get the option? Oh, that guy's super dead. That's not an accident, he's full of arrows, liar. How you gonna do all this shit and have all these dialogue skills in this game and not give me a chance to do a dialogue skill during that freaking main story mandatory quest? where I try to get around the fact that I didn't actually have the money, because I don't have the money. The money that I was supposed to get off the guy and the dice, I don't have either of those things. I don't have the dice for bullshit reasons that don't make any sense, because I've confirmed that the dice are on his character when you meet him. So it's just that I mysteriously teleported, and so the game didn't let me take the dice off him because the story was just, scripting was bad. And then, even though I had so much time, because I had to transport him across the entire map off screen by myself, I never could get the dice off his body while he was unconscious. But I also didn't get the money, which makes a little more sense, because it's probably not on him. It's probably in the monastery stashed somewhere. I'm fine with that. But then this guy mysteriously knows that he had exactly 3k, supposedly, which I don't even know, and I know to exactly pay him 3k in order to lie about the money, and I can't negotiate it or, like, pretend it's less or anything, and no skill checks come in play at all. And then even after the game talks about how much money is or isn't on him, and I am forced to give him 3k, it asks for 30k and then takes 5k. Like, none of that, nothing about this quest makes it look like it was made by somebody who tested or even looked at it before it was freaking put out. It's amazing. It's incredible. These aren't fringe cases. This isn't a weird thing of like, wow, that one freak accident happens sometimes when you go in this distant corner of the map and do this obscure quest while also jumping backwards through hoops and shit. It's the mandatory main quest. And it's just, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm just talking to the mandatory NPC you have to talk about during the quest. And it literally doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. It's falling apart at the seams. It's incredible. I'm so confused and baffled by the state of this game. Warning, in entering Vranik Hillfort can abort some quests in progress. Okay. That's why we make a save, and we'll find out in progress what that means exactly. I imagine there might be a time skip of some kind, if they're saying something like that. Because that didn't happen at, that didn't happen with the monastery. There must be something more drastic happening. Maybe an entire chunk. Oh, maybe a whole city is gonna get wiped out. That'd be my guess. Some city gets wiped out. So if you have quests in that city, fuck you.
What do you want?
Let me inside.
Inside, eh? What's the password then?
I came here for a game.
Show me that. Aye. All right. Welcome to Vranik, comrade.
Thank you for your kind welcome, comrade. Who should I report to?
Eric. He should be in the house, at the top.
That was easy.
That was easy? That was easy? We had to pretend to be a monk and get indoctrinated into a monastery under a false name so that we could kidnap a man and take him across the world to then pretend that we accomplished the goal that they were actually setting out to do, all to get a secret dice and a password. I guess he just means the last 5 seconds were easy. Sure. I guess. Hello. What town's going to get wiped out? I'm convinced that's what's going to happen. Some town. Or maybe there was quests here I could have had? I don't know. I didn't get a pop-up saying anything got aborted, did I? The only quest I currently care about is I want to eventually do Restless Spirit because I got the Necronomicon. It's just they said to hurry up and get here, and this game does abort missions if you take too long sometimes, so I took that as a signal that I need to go fast about this one, but I don't know. But out of my side quests, the only one I really care about doing at some point is Restless Spirit. Everything else is unimportant to me right now. So scout out the enemy camp and enemy forces. And then was it report to who? Report to Eric and camp, right. That's what he just said. I guess I could count how many there are, but last time that didn't matter because they just asked me to say how many there were, and they're like, there's a lot, or there's a few, or there's a lot, like so many. And I'm like, why didn't you... The last quest had numbers in it. Why does the next quest not have numbers? You said... I thought the like basic tutorialization of RPGs or any game really is to set up to have repetition where you set up an idea and then you, in a low consequence environment, then have a higher consequence environment that tests you on whether or not you do it correctly from based on what happened last time. But then they changed how we do it for no reason, meaning that the previous setup was pointless. Just like how that one asshole Bernard was all like, you better never make this mistake again of not reporting to me whenever you get new intel. All for me to never deal with Bernard ever again, and Radzig did not give a flying fuck about me telling him about stuff that's going on, and I go on grand adventures for 10 hours at a time without ever checking back in. Because this game has like false tutorials that are the opposite of what they're supposed to be, and I'm so confused how that happened that way. I guess I shouldn't even bother counting. Who gives a shit? I'll just say there's a fuck ton of people, because of course there is. It's like the climax. It's most likely like the climax of the entire narrative, so there's a big fight. There's a big fight happening. There's gonna be a big ol' army. Look at all these tents. Yep. So what can I do to scout?
Those tents look pretty impressive. These fellows aren't paupers, that's for sure.
Anyone have a name?
Get your axe wedged in one of them, and before you free the blade, you've got a pitchfork in your arse.
You haven't seen me wielding the axe yet.
Was that the voice actor for Bernard? Zibshek. I can't talk to him though.
It's not that different.
So much for named guy.
We never get no beer.
No one to rob.
But we might as well keep hoping.
Boring.
No one to rob here. Fucking boring.
They're sitting so orderly and paired off.
Fucking left it here, ready to sharpen.
Is it weird for everyone to be idling in armor inside their base?
The wall here isn't too high.
Ah, there's a way in. I would expect them to like idle in more normal clothes, because it's got to be incredibly uncomfortable and maybe even unhealthy to be in your armor literally all the time. He's almost got like a plague doctor front to his mask. That's some very effective tent setting up.
No one to rob here.
No one to rob here. I'm tempted to break into all of these boxes. Can I talk to these guys? They're clearly guarding it because it's a weakness in their fortifications.
I need to speak with Eric. Do you know where he is?
Oh, him. He'll be somewhere up in the ruins at the top. His armor's that bright, you can't miss him.
Voice direction.
How goes it?
Not bad. I've only been here a few days, but I ain't complaining. Food, booze, and good company. Well, company.
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Just what it looks like. Boozing! What else is there to do? Some stupid fuckers trained to keep up their fighting form, but why bother? With this kind of force, we'll go through any opposition like a knife through butter!
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
Of course. Early tomorrow morning, there'll be a big sortie. Everyone around here knows that.
How did you end up here, anyway?
Me? You're a bit green around the gills, aren't you? Me, I'm right at home here, see? Whenever the lords are fighting each other, you'll find me and my trusty sword on one side or the other. Whichever pays best.
Yeah, they're saying like everyone's... He's basically saying everyone's partying right now. Like everyone's having a chill time, hanging out. No one's... Like most people aren't even bothering to train to stay in tip-top shape because there's got such a large force they don't give a shit. So no one's really alert. No one's really paying attention. Everyone's just hanging out. And yet everyone's fully... Oh, hello, Flying Rocks. Hello, Flying Rocks. But despite that, everyone's fully armored. Seems like the opposite of boozing. Seems incredibly not... Like, people don't just sit around in armor all the time.
Strong outer walls, but inner ones too. This isn't good news.
Wait, where's the strong... Oh, that's the strong inner wall? Alright. I was like, these are just some rocks. This is all nettle? Oh. AoE gathering. How much herbalisms can I gather today? I will reach... I'm just like gardening outside. Like I felt like I'd pick all your weeds so we don't trip on them during the sortie. Ah, it went up. That's exactly what I was going for. And I even got a new perk point. I just It's so fast because of the circle, the AoE loot. You guys don't matter, right? You're just a bunch of generics. Yeah. Well, might as well spend my new skill point. Level 10. Horse nip. If your horse has enough fragrant herbs in the saddlebag, it will shy less. The herbs you sell at a 50% higher price. Herb picking activity will add experience to your strength stat too. Yes. Fuck yeah. Now picking herbs makes me level up my strength. Leg day. There's a lot of sort of like memey, jokey, like quest names and skill and perk names and stuff. They may not be training, but I sure as hell am. I'm grabbing all this crap. So it sounds like I was right to think that I have to do this as fast as possible and not wander off to do another quest. Because they said that tomorrow morning is going to be a sortie. Which means that I'm pretty sure that that's when the story thing happens. And I gotta hurry up. Right after I pick all these plants. Oh my god, how fast is my strength going up though, or is it miserable? Let's see, 23%. Should have done this a little sooner, checked a little sooner before I had like no more to grab.
I'm so hungry.
I still haven't confirmed whether grabbing one, doing an AoE loot counts as picking them all individually for your experience, or if it's actually getting me less experience overall. 24%. Ah, well, fuck me then. It's a negligible change. Oh well. Anyway, that's too much crap in my inventory right now. 242. And drop. Moving on with my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Right, let's keep checking around. So he looked at the compromised outside wall, strong inside wall. Let's walk up to the horses in case that does something. No observation there. Yeah, that front gate isn't great if they have such a weak back entrance. I could have snuck into this place relatively easily. In fact, maybe you have to if you can't get those people to like you correctly. Either because you refuse to give the money to them, or because anything, I guess anything else happens, I suppose. You fail the mission overall and you can't hand them anything. Although if I killed them, I'd probably have a dice. I wonder, if they attacked me and I killed them all, would I have a dice that I could then be like, hey look, dice, and then like they'd be like, ah yes, you are one of us. and that'd be all it took. It seems like to be everything outside.
This must be where the commanders are.
I can't help you, but if you get some, I'll do my best.
All right. I'll ask around, thanks.
Oh, they're being so polite with each other, these murdering bandits that are going to rape and pillage the countryside and probably destroy an entire town. Which, by the way, to clarify my earlier, fuck you remark about, destroying an entire town, I'm actually cool with that. That is the ultimate sentiment the player has to take when their quests are destroyed is, too bad, town's gone, fuck you. But, no, I actually like the idea of permanent major changes happening to the map over the course of it. And you just have to find certain things in the area and do certain quests along the way, or they become missable and stuff like that. In fact, the more content is missable in an RPG, the more interesting the storytelling and decisions often are. Wow, these buildings suck. Most of them are just obliterated. Well, I poked around for a bit. So when I said Eric, and they're like, oh, like the reaction wasn't it like, oh, that guy? It's supposed to like, oh, our leader. Because He sure seems to be the leader, judging by, you know, this room. But the guy's response was like, oh yeah, that dude. As if, like, it's just one dude in this camp named Eric that takes in the new people, and that's it.
What do you want?
Kozlik sent me.
Ah, more reinforcements. You're the one from the monastery?
Yes, sir.
So you really killed that turncoat?
Yes, sir.
Well done. I heard about you, and quite honestly, I didn't think you'd succeed. So can you handle a sword?
So does every single person in this entire camp have a really absurd quest they have to go through just to get in here? Like for hundreds of them? Because if that is, if they all have to go through what I had to go through, then this might be a camp of utter badasses. I get the feeling that's not the case.
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Well, I think it's best if we put you to the test. Go to our combat master, Vanyek. He'll soon find out what you're made of. Just go downhill, as far as the stockade. His tent is right next to the training arena.
All right, sir.
Report to Eric in the camp. Completed. They'll all see that I'm the combat master now. Why am I still here? Like, maybe I'm misinterpreting what sortie means, because I'm not entirely sure, but I assume it's a battle. Shouldn't I have immediately left when I heard that? It's like, that's it, that's all I need to know. Big battle happening. No, I should find out where it is. But we do need to attack. And so I don't know if all this extra steps are worth it when I'm losing time.
Are you Combat Master Vanyek?
Aye, that's me. What do you want?
I'm Henry. Eric said you'd try me out to see how good I am with the sword.
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Mind you, most of the peasants he sends me couldn't fight a pile of manure with a pitchfork. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? You look familiar.
Yes, you taught me sword fighting in Scalix.
Wait now. Yes, I do remember. We met at the alehouse. Well, I'm glad you made it out alive. I took to my heels before it even started. All right, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon? If not, you can borrow one over there. Now, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see what you're made of.
I think our dynamic has changed considerably since last time I fought you. Oh god,
What a fucking dolt.
I didn't mean to put it away. Oh.
Where are you going? I thought you wanted to fight.
Wow, one hit. Okay. One hit.
Jesus, you got me. You're a lot better than most of the fuckers here, lad. Well done.
I've had a bit of practice.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think old Vanyek has passed it, I'll teach you one trick you'll be glad to know.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start twisting and turning, take a good firm stance with your legs wide apart, like this. As if you're about to let off a huge fart.
I think I've got it. Thanks.
What? What was that advice? Hey, are you a trainer? Yes. Oh, bow.
Can you teach me to be a better archer?
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach you after what you did here?
What?
Can you teach me?
Are you pulling?
What? Alright, let's find out what system's breaking today. Because that's just what this game is now. Alright. It's because I have 0 reputation in Vranic, that's why. Oh my fucking god. This game makes no sense. I have a reputation of 0 at Vranic, so he's like... he's talking to me like I explicitly pulled some kind of war atrocity, and so he can't be used as a trainer. Which makes me wonder, because he is made to be a trainer in this game, is it even physically possible to use him as a trainer in this game? Assuming he even like, I don't know if he even survives being in Vranik. Is he only a trainer in Vranik that teaches you bow skills? And if that's the case, is it impossible to ever get Vranik above 0 rep? Which, does that mean it's impossible to actually use the trainer that they made in the game for the bow that's here? Because then why did they even make him in the first place if you can't use him because you have a 0 reputation? And why is his dialogue that he had to record just for his specific character not reflect your reputation, but literally attack like you did at a specific atrocity against him and the location you're in, even though he literally just got finished praising how much of an awesome badass you are, and he's gonna recommend the shit out of you to his leadership. Holy shit, man. Like, no one, it feels like nobody played this game and was like, hey, let's see if any of this makes any sense. Oh shit, none of it makes sense. Fuck it, ship it, $60. We'll patch it afterwards. It'll be hundreds of gigabytes of patches. And it still won't make sense months later.
So, may I...
What is it?
I went to the fight master as you ordered, and I...
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
Who could have predicted that using the same guy in every mission has a downside?